Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today we are continuing to have some great outperformance on some of these cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is holding up very well, and I see a lot of people saying, all right, the top's in, we're going back down, etc. The sentiment is still not super greedy, even with a lot of pumpage going on. So if we pull up sentiment real quick, it's going to be a quick video today. Don't have a lot of time, by the way, so we're going to rip through. There's no change to the base case. I'm expecting some pumpage and then some dumpage, not for another couple weeks here. And we'll go through why. First of all, sentiment balance. This is FOMO Finder. This one kind of goes through the funding rate, which is like the ratio of people long versus short. It's still very low, right? So the funding is basically right around zero. That means we're balanced. That means there's an even amount of longs and shorts. If we look at fear and greed index, we are now in greed for 2 days. However, greed can be sustained for quite some time. You can see last time in October, we started greed in about October 16th all the way to November 7th, and then finally moved up into extreme greed. These high levels of extreme greed are very hard to sustain. You can only do that for, I don't even know, maybe a couple days, couple weeks, etc. If we go to max, let's see, when's the most, I mean, even back here in 2020, we were in extreme greed for November 7th until really like January 18th. So this was all extreme greed. So you can get big portions of extreme greed. So I'm expecting us eventually, once we get closer to the cycle top, to watch this metric and see that we have a lot of extreme greed. Now, liquidation clusters, a lot of people went short up here at the top. So we do have a big liquidation cluster. I'm kind of expecting that to get swept again today. I think maybe we'll go into 127K-ish. We could go, even higher if we wanted to. We go to liquidations map here. If we go to the total exchange, you can see on the 1 day, again, this is kind of the same thing, just a little bit easier to visualize. 7 day, same thing. We can come up here into 127s. There is liquidity still below, and there is, if we go to 30 day, even further below, there is more liquidation. So eventually, I think we will get a pullback. I don't think it's quite going to happen yet. I think we're going to continue. Now, another reason is because we've had very large long liquidations here. We had this one over here on September 21st where we had like billions of dollars. What was it? 3 billions. It was like the biggest liquidation event in history. Even more than like the tariff spills and stuff where we had, $1 billion. So we've had a lot of these, and we haven't had any really big short liquidations since kind of the same day or, a little bit before. So I don't see it, it's not very one-sided. It usually doesn't stay very one-sided. We're going to continue to liquidate longs and longs and longs. Obviously, anything can happen. It's a market, and literally anything can happen. But I'm still expecting kind of these moon cycles to play out because they just have been playing out. And I see we have had obviously a massive move. We could easily come back down and retest some of this liquidity down in the 117, 120 range. And that's, not a huge pullback. We could even retest this breakout from this line. A 7% pullback could happen anytime soon. So if you are doing any leverage trading, make sure that you have enough capital that you can sustain that pullback and even add more. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm doing. I use Bitunix. That's my favorite exchange right now for leverage trading. You can use it to buy spot, and we also have an event going on right now. So I'm not logged in, of course, but I'll post a screenshot up. If you want to sign up for Bitunix with my link below, you get a nice 20% little discount. So just be careful if you're out there. We're obviously have had a big move. So don't, max long right here. I am long on a lot of positions out of this small dip right here. But these are short-term positions that I'm running. And, once I get up a little bit into the profit, I will just put the stop loss as break even. I think we could definitely see another push when the market opens. And another reason is because the moon cycles. Some people love it, some people hate it, but we actually had a crazy super moon that happened last night. You can actually see kind of right here at the bottom, kind of funny here. And these usually in these green windows, we've seen some, bullish behavior. And then the red windows, we've seen some pullbacks. So we don't have a red window. We don't have a no moon, until the 21st of October. And I think there's also that's also the FOMC. When's FOMC meeting? FOMC Ouch tool. Let's see. Interest rates, they're definitely getting a cut here. And I think that timing might kind of align for the October. Oh, it's the 29th. Okay, never mind. So a little bit before that, maybe we get a dip before that. But we are definitely having, oh, it's not 100% anymore. It was 100%. So right now it says that there's a 7% chance that we don't get rate cuts. And then if we go into December, we basically have an 80% chance of the interest rate going from 4.4 to 4.25 down to 3.5 to 3.75. So a high chance of getting a cut there, but that is for December 10th, right? So we got, I still think we're going to have a very, very, very bullish Q4. That is my base case on what's going to happen here. And I will be looking to exit a lot of my positions when we get towards the end of this year. That is, yeah, what we got going on. Now let's check out stocks. Now, something else crazy is crypto related stocks have been just massively outperforming like crazy. So here is the SPY. And we are basically holding at all-time highs. So pre-market is not really negative. We're basically right where we closed. Actually, we're a tiny bit above where we closed. But a lot of these stocks, Bitmine, Immersion Technologies, looks like it's breaking out of this wedge. Hive posted a 25% up day, and then we're up another 9% in pre-market. CLSK way up in pre-market. We're getting these breakout symbols on the daily on CLSK. So this looks like we're coming up to, you know, some previous tops here. Hive has just been massively pumping. You can see we're now pretty much, let me clean this up a little bit. It's a little bit messy with all my trading indicators. Here we go. This looks a little bit better. But you can see, you know, we're looking to really break out of this and get above a lot of these resistance here. Riot, another 10.9% today, so, or yesterday, massive. Pre-market is up again. IREN is just absolutely pumping. So this one was up 15%, and it's up like another 10-15% in pre-market. It was up 10%, now it's up 8%, 7%. Bitfarms just massively looking to pump through this again, just gapped up way above it. Look at that. My entry for Bitfarms was right about here, down here. So I'm up 360%. That's pretty sweet. Mara looking like it wants to break out. It needs to get above this resistance line here. Even Coinbase had some nice moves. It's hitting some resistance here. Might see a pullback, but a lot of these are doing very well. MicroStrategy looks like it's trying to get above the bull market support band, having a little bit of trouble. American Bitcoin still kind of stuck below this right here, but there's a lot of these crypto related stocks that have been outperforming. And this was another thing that gave me kind of confidence that we were going to have sustained rallies. It was almost like they kind of, you know, they almost like front run the crypto markets. And yeah, I mean, look at some of these are ridiculous. IREN, my entry is down here at 17. 250%, you know, so these are looking really good. Hive, my entry is down here at $2, and we just gapped up to $6, so a cool little 200% there, so that's pretty sweet. So anyways, that's gonna be it for the video. Just wanted to go through, still holding on. Oh, one other thing, Binance coin, man, another new all-time high. 1,300 now, just pumping. I actually made a video because Binance Bitcoin, I made a video down here in July saying, hey, we have a nice, beautiful triple bottom on this trend line against Bitcoin, and I'm expecting it to outperform for a while. And since then, Binance is up 85% against Bitcoin. So what was that? July 13th. I made the video right about then. So if we go over here, July 13th, where was our price about then? July. I'm just curious. I should have listened to my own, you know, my own opinion there, my own ideas. When was that? July 13th. Yeah, right in here. So that's a really nice one. That's a really nice pumper right there. That's a 97%. So congratulations if you listened to me. I'm sure not many did. I do not get many viewers on the channel, but that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So if you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe button if you're not already. We have a tiny bit of red, but obviously we've had some massive outperformance. So pullbacks are very normal. They're going to continue to happen. So I do actually, fun fact, I do have Binance. I still have BNB coin that I bought for like $7. I think I had 7 or 8 of them that I bought for $7 all the way back in 2018-ish. Yeah, somewhere in here. I think that was my price entry on a lot of these. Beginning of 2018. So pretty insane. Pretty insane performance there. That's a nice 12,000%. So that's pretty cool. But that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, hit the like, hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. And if you want to support the channel, I have a bunch of affiliate links below if you want to try exchanges. Bitunix is my favorite exchange. I have one for Coinbase if you just want to buy spot on there. I've been using the Coinbase credit card and it's been amazing. And there's also one for Market Cypher B. That's it. Have a great day. See you guys.